Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show, episode number 118. I am your host, Billy Ankovi. This week on the show, I'm going to talk about WWE, Ring of Honor, the Indies, some controversy in Japan, the NWA, plus the DVD of the week. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're in for a nice little treat. As you can see, beard is gone. Pittsburgh Penguins eliminated the Washington Capitals in 7, so I had to shave it off. So the beard is gone until next season, when the Capitals will be back and will hopefully win the Stanley Cup. I'm going to be perfectly honest right now. I feel bleh. I was on a field trip today, went to the zoo, DC Zoo, and to answer your question, Michigan, too, before you even ask me when you watch this video, no, I did not see George the Animal Steele. So let's get into the Pro Wrestling Illustrated ratings. They came out yesterday, their new one. They have a weekly one. To go to www.pwy-online.com. The overall top 10, the top 10 are still the 10, but they've changed a couple of spots this week. Yoshihiro Takayama stays at 10, Jerry Lynn stays at 9, Jeff Hardy is still at 8, Blue Demon Jr. goes down 2 spots to number 7, Kurt Angle goes up 1 to 6, Christian goes up 1 to 5, Mick Foley stays at 4, Batista stays at 3, Edge goes down 1 spot to number 2, and Randy Orton is the new number 1 this week in professional wrestling. In the tag team division, like the overall top 10, the 10 teams are still the same, but the rankings have changed a little bit. Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes have the biggest fall this week, going down 4 spots to number 10. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin go up 1 to number 9. Roderick Strong and Eric Stevens stay at number 8. Taiyo Kei and Minoru Suzuki go up 2 to number 7. Tyler Rex and Johnny Curtis go up 1 to number 6. Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards go down 1 to number 5. Rashke Brown and Keith Walker go up to number 4. And the top 3 stay the top 3. Robert Roode, James Storm 3. Team 3D 2. And the Colon Brothers are at number 1. Now then, get to WWE. Now, of course, like I said, talking about the Capitals, so I did not get a chance to watch Monday Night Raw this past Monday night. However, I did want to talk about a topic that has come up lately in, the internet and the dirt sheets and everywhere, is that the WWE is in a rebuilding stage. And when you hear that, yeah, that brings negative thoughts for the fans. And, I can understand that. Everything has to go through a rebuilding process. But, this is a good thing for WWE. Because here you are, you've been on this momentum for a long time. It's been like a 10-year ride. Even when they've had the down years, they've still been good. But, with the economy, and I don't want to use that as an excuse, but between the economy and everything that's going on, I think WWE needs to do a rebuilding stage, make new stars. Will they lose fans? Yeah, obviously they're going to lose fans, but they're not going to lose all their fans. There are going to be those that stay with them through thick and thin. And, Raw has the potential for new stars. SmackDown has the potential for new stars. And ECW, really, if you think about it, is the stepping stone for so many guys to become big stars in WWE, either on Raw or SmackDown. And even with Florida Championship Wrestling, that's the setup for them to go into the big leagues. So, how long will this rebuilding period last? Who knows? Maybe it'll be 6 months, maybe it'll be a year, maybe it'll be 2 years. And, hopefully, when this quote-unquote rebuilding period is done, WWE is going to be in a good position like it was, at the beginning of this decade. And if you think about it, from about 1994 to early 97, even with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels as the top 2 guys, they were in a rebuilding period at the time, and it almost killed the company, but they came back. They had new stars: Steve Austin, Rock, Mankind, Triple H, Kane, the Outlaws, and it goes on and on. So, really, I don't think this is a bad thing for WWE as far as the rebuilding period goes. It's just going to take time, and I think all of us as fans have to stay patient. So with that in mind, let's get to their rankings for the WWE of this week. Of course, all the champions are still champs. We'll talk about that in a minute. The top 10 contenders on Raw. The Miz is new this week. He goes up at number 10. Matt Hardy goes down 3 spots to 9. Ted DiBiase Jr. goes up 2 spots to number 8. Brian Kendrick goes up 2 spots to number 7. Kofi Kingston up 2 to 6. Cody Rhodes stays at 5. MVP stays at 4. The Big Show goes down 1 spot to 3. John Cena goes up 1 to number 2. And Batista still number 1. For SmackDown, your top 10. Great Khali falls 3 spots to number 10. Shelton Benjamin goes up 1 to 9. Dolph Ziggler goes up 1 to 8. Undertaker, we haven't seen him in a while. He's fallen down 2 spots this week to number 7. Umaga goes up 2 spots to number 6. John Morrison up 1 to 5. Chris Jericho goes down 2 to number 4. Rey Mysterio goes up 1 to 3. CM Punk goes up to number 2. And Jeff Hardy remains at number 1. And for ECW, Ezekiel Jackson stays at number 10. DJ Gabriel stays at 9. D.H. Smith makes his debut in this list at number 8. Tommy Dreamer falls 3 spots to number 7. Tyson Kidd goes up 2 to number 6. Finlay goes down 2 spots to number 5. Mark Henry goes up 2 to number 4. Vladimir Kozlov goes up 2 to number 3. Evan Bourne stays at number 2. And Jack Swagger still at number 1. So that in mind, let's get to the Judgment Day report. It is this Sunday night. You can see it on pay-per-view. If you don't have pay-per-view capabilities, you can watch it on WWE.com. As of this show, there are 6 matches signed for this event. Randy Orton will put up the WWE Championship against Batista. Edge puts up the World Heavyweight title against Jeff Hardy. Christian puts up the ECW title against Jack Swagger. John Cena faces the Big Show. Rey Mysterio puts up the Intercontinental title against Chris Jericho. And CM Punk will face Umaga. Of course, the results of this show next week. Gonna take a break. When I come back, Ring of Honor results and their top 10.